A visit to a pet shop is a good way to start learning about animals. Most pet shops sell many different kinds of animals, as well as pet supplies and books about pet care.
Oh, look at the rabbits.
Fish.
They're over this way.
These children and their teacher are going to set up a class project using fish. There are thousands of varieties of fish. Some, like these goldfish, have been raised by people for many years. Others, like these Siamese fighting fish, may be caught in the wild and shipped to pet stores from faraway places. It is best to start with easy-to-keep fish to learn more about them.
Look at the ones up here.
They're neat. Oh, I think those are the prettiest. These are the smallest, I
Those
think.
are small. Look up here, Heather.
Wow! They're squirming around.
Some fish live in freshwater, like lakes and rivers.
I like them.
Other fish live in the salty waters of the ocean. Try to imagine how different fish live. In the wild, these fish feed on the bottom of lakes. Their mouths are underneath so that they can chew the green plants that cover the bottom. These fish feed at the surface of the water. Their mouths are even with their eyes.
Yeah, they're pretty small.
Look at these up here, Ryan.
Some fish live in groups called shoals.
Beautiful. I like those. Oh, look at those. Beautiful.
Some live by themselves.
These up here.
Prettiest. Oh, beautiful. No.
Others, like this damselfish, guard an area of their own, a territory. In nature, damselfish live in coral reefs.
Here are the goldfishes.
Oh, sir, could we have 8 of these goldfish, please?
All right. All right, which ones?
I want that one. I want that one. The one with the white thing right there.
The best way to start learning about fish is to get fish that are easy to take care of, like these goldfish. Pet shops often keep many fish in each aquarium. However, fish stay healthier when they have more space.
Okay, you've got 8 goldfish. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you.
At school, each aquarium holds 10 gallons of water. A goldfish bowl is not big enough to make a good home for these fish. At the bottom of the tank, the children placed washed gravel and some artificial plants. It takes about 2 hours for these fish to adjust to their new homes. All fish are covered with scales which overlap like shingles on a roof. Only the head isn't covered. Fish have a lateral line that runs down the side of the body and helps them sense movement in the water. This fish breathes by getting oxygen from the water. The water flows through its mouth and out the gill covers on the side of its head.
Oh, look at that. He's coming close. He's opening his fins. Wanna go see them?
Inside their bodies, fish have a special sac of gas called a swim bladder. The swim bladder helps the fish move up and down in the water. Fish use their fins to move in all directions.
Yeah, watch them closely. May I have group 1, please?
This class is going to perform an experiment to find out if goldfish can see colors.
Boys and girls, this morning we're going to make our feeders that we are going
They
to
will use feeders of different colors to test this.
take a red top, a blue one, and a green one. We will put some floss in each top. And we're going to put the straw top on each one. After you've done this, we are going to take these and put them over here in the rubber band. What color would you all like to feed your fish on?
Red.
Okay, Corey, would you please take it with your group and go feed your fish?
Goldfish will feed on most brands of fish food, but it is important not to give too much. Uneaten food will spoil in the water and poison the fish.
Boys and girls, we have made our feeders now for our fish. We have put one pellet of food in the color that you've chosen for your fish. You may go ahead and put your feeders into the tank. Very good.
Yours is that. Yours is it.
We will follow the fish in the aquarium on the right.
Are they feeding?
Sunshine and Clover are being tested to see if they can learn to take their food from the red feeder.
I think those the green and blue and red ones are different.
For the first few times, it is important to give the fish a chance to see the food. This helps them get to know which feeder holds the pellet.
Are they feeding?
Not yet. Clover's just looking out the window. That is not Clover, that is Sunshine. Clover should just sit yeah, there goes Sunshine.
It's also important to take the feeder out as soon as the fish have fed. This way, whenever they see the feeder, the fish will know that their dinner has arrived. The next day, the children see whether the fish remember where to go for their food. Before long, they go back to the red feeder to eat. Does this prove that the fish see color? Maybe it's the position of the feeder that tells them where the food is.
All right, would you like to feed them?
Instead of green, blue, and red, they've changed the order to green, red, and blue.
Look at God, they were right up to it. Oh, sure did. No.
Does this now prove that the goldfish can tell color? What about their sense of smell?
The fish have been feeding on the red. To make sure they do not smell the food in the feeder, we're going to put a new one in that has never had food in it to see if they will go to the red with the new feeder. Derek, would you feed the fish?
They're yummy. Oh, yay! That's Sunshine Clover.
The children have proven that the goldfish can tell red from green and blue. Now the class is ready to study another type of fish, the Siamese fighting fish.
Can I help you?
Yes, sir. I would like 4 male Siamese fighting fish, please.
Okay.
Which one do you think would be the best for breeding?
Oh, the ones with the bubbles. Okay, how's that one?
That'd be fine. Why are they in such small containers?
Basically to keep them from fighting, and they're air breathers, so they don't need much room. So they're very content in these little containers. There you go.
That would be fine.
Okay. Let's go put them in the bag.
The class is going to learn how this type of fish breeds.
Okay, the females you wanted are right over here.
Yes, I would like 4 of it, please.
Okay, any special color?
Now, this would be fine.
Okay.
The females have much smaller fins and usually are striped from head to tail. They do not fight, so many of them can be kept together in an aquarium. Back at school, the fish tanks have been made ready for the Siamese fighting fish. This species of fish is unusual because the male makes a nest of bubbles at the surface of the water. The nest will protect the eggs and young. When one male Siamese fighting fish is left on its own, it will usually build a nest within a few days.
Boys and girls, we have put a heater into our aquarium to keep the thermometer at 82 degrees. If it gets too hot or too cold, we change the heater. If you notice, the male Siamese fighting fish has made his nest on the top with the bubbles.
Ooh, look at that fish. He's making the nest.
We keep the tank covered so the bubbles will not break up and his nest will not break up. If we take off the top like this, we are going to put the female in with the male. In the little jar, we have a female Siamese fighting fish.
If they wouldn't know what was going on, he'd not go over that tank. They have big fins. They're going around. They're going to get pretty busy and knocked out. I think that's a force field.
The thick body of the female shows that she is carrying eggs. Her presence excites the male. The male's immediate response is to display. He shows off by straightening his fins and pushing out his gill covers, as if he were approaching another male fish.
I'm like a crab. They go with the same thing.
After the female fish is introduced, she will be released and provide the eggs for the male to fertilize.
If we take the female fighting fish out, the male will go to the female and flirt and tease her. You put the piece of glass on the top to hold the moisture, and so the nest will stay together.
Look inside.
See how the male will go after the female.
No, he's in trouble. They can't. It makes me cool.
The female is silver with black stripes. But in response to the male, she changes color quickly. The female turns dark blue.
Oh, look, they're swimming around so fast.
You see how they go up to him, and when they come out right on the side of their head, watch him closely.
Oh, look at that. He's coming close to rubbing his fins. Wanna go see them?
Watch how the male will circle himself around the female.
The male is squeezing the female.
The male twists his body around the female, and as he squeezes her, she releases her eggs. The male then fertilizes them.
Hey, look at the white eggs.
The male hurries to catch the eggs in his mouth. He coats the eggs with mucus and places them among the bubbles of the nest. Any eggs that fall to the bottom will die. To live, the eggs need to be guarded and looked after by the father. It may take more than an hour for the female to lay her eggs. Once the female leaves the nest, the male will keep her away. Now, unless the female is taken out of the aquarium, she may be hurt or even killed by the male.
Look, the babies are hatching. There's babies. A lot of babies.
The eggs hatch after one day. At first, the young are born with a small sack of food attached, but this is quickly used up. From then on, they need to find food to grow. Special food may be added to the tank.
See all those bubbles?
The male fish guards the young and makes sure that they never swim far from the nest. He uses his mouth to catch them and keep them within the safety of the bubble nest.
But look at the nest up here. Up at the surface. Oh, there's two baby fish. Oh, I see the nest. Oh, I forgot. Want to see the nest? Oh, they're up at the dad, too.
After 3 days, the tiny fish are easier to see. Soon they begin to leave the nest despite the father's efforts.
And all the babies are going around him. Oh, yeah. That's really neat. See all those? It's pretty, yeah.
Siamese fighting fish show how color and movement can affect the behavior of fish. Nature has given these fish a particular color pattern for a particular reason. We have seen and studied 2 kinds of fish that people raise as pets. Fish, like other pets, give us a chance to learn the ways of nature.